second.
This is our second video for the night. It's actually 11:40. We've been watching hilarious things. But we're gonna finish this up pretty quickly here.
Oh god.
Okay. So I'm
Composure.
exhausted, so I find things even more funny than when they really are. So we're gonna just dive right into this. So today on Mommy's Corner, I think we're on like video 5.
So,
Huh?
what are we doing?
So the topic today is top 5 favorite movies. Not shows. Movies. Alright, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first. I went first on the last
I
thing.
get to go first. So these are actually not
We take
in
turns, I share.
I share sometimes. So these aren't actually in any particular order because I like them all pretty equally. But the first one I have on my list is Spirited Away. For those who don't know, Spirited Away, go watch it. Get off your butt, go watch it.
It's so good.
It's an animated video movie thing. It's actually like the director is Miyazaki, Hayao Miyazaki. Sorry, it took me a minute.
Like,
took me a minute.
Remembering this.
And actually, sad news. Studio Ghibli is actually, and I probably said that wrong, but I don't care.
No, it's Studio Ghibli.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, they're actually about to close their studio down.
They produced their last.
No,
movie.
they're producing one more movie.
Oh.
And then they're gonna work on anime, but Hayao Miyazaki, I think, he's like 78 years old, and his son was gonna take over, but I really don't know the ins and outs of that. So you guys should go check out their movies. There's
That's their business.
There's My Neighbor Totoro, The Cat Returns, My Neighbors the Yamadas, Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo. There's just many. You should go see them. But Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro are actually 2 of my favorites. But I prefer the old My Neighbor Totoro to the new My Neighbor Totoro.
Probably on that list that you said of Studio Ghibli, I would have to totally agree with you with Spirited Away. I've loved it since the first day that I watched
Castle.
it. I actually didn't watch Howl's Moving Castle until like a couple of years ago.
You're crazy.
No,
Granted, these movies came out between, like, the main ones that everybody seems to know about, between 1980 something to 2009. No, 2011, 12. They have more movies coming out too. 2012 because The Secret World of Arietti is on there. But point being, you guys should check them out. They're really good movies. They're good for kids. My daughter watches them all the time. Her favorite is Spirited Away. We bond over that. So my next favorite movie is it's an occult classic. It's The Crow. I've loved that movie since I was basically like 5 years old. I remember walking in when my uncle was watching it, and I loved it. I love it now. I love the whole idea of The Crow, and yeah. So my next one, Repo the Genetic Opera, and actually a lot of people haven't seen it, which is really surprising. But
we were having this discussion the other day. That like Repo the Genetic Opera, and I'm probably gonna guess the next video the next movie that you're gonna say. Which here you say what your next movie is, and then I'll go into this little bit that we were having a conversation about.
My next one is called The Devil's Carnival, and it's the same people who made Repo the Genetic Opera.
Okay, so back to what we were talking about. We were actually discussing the other day that pretty much like these movies have actors and people that a lot of people know.
Oh yeah, like
but
Paul Sorvino. Did I say that right? Sorvino?
I think so. The Devil's Carnival has the lead singer from Five Finger Death Punch, Ivan Moody, in it, and he's singing.
He's the hobo clown.
Yeah, he was a hobo clown. And they have all of these, like, actors and people. They have Emily Rose.
Emily Autumn.
Sorry.
They have Emily Autumn, Alexa Vega, the director of the Saw series, Darren Lynn. I can never pronounce his last name. But then there's in Repo the Genetic Opera. There's the guy who played.
There's Paris Hilton, but no one really cares about that.
Yeah, there's actually also Ogre, the lead singer of Skinny Puppy, who, if you like industrial bands, you would know who that is. There's just a lot. The guy who plays Repo in Repo the Genetic Opera is the guy who played in Charmed. He played, what's his name?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I know who you're talking about, though.
He played the librarian / Buffy's trainer.
And also they're coming out with the Devil's Carnival 2.
They actually have Repo the Genetic Opera 2 and the Devil's Carnival 2 coming out in 2016.
Yep. 2 more years.
Happy fan times.
Yeah.
And actually, it's really exciting because the people, actually, David Hasselhoff is going to be in Devil's Carnival 2.
And they have Tech 9, if you know who he is.
Yes, he
plays a librarian.
An angel librarian. It's really weird. And you can go see the things on the Devil's Carnival. Tech9.com. You guys should go check it out. They're really cool. They're really good movies. And actually, I think they really, like, at least Repo the Genetic Opera is kind of like the future of what we're looking at. It's basically cosmetology, or like cosmetics as like a
I was
whole,
gonna say, I was like, that's not cosmetology. That's like plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's like making yourself healthier is a cosmetic, and you would basically trade your soul to be beautiful on the inside.
There's a line from Repo the Genetic Opera that it's like, it was so sad and true because there was
that's society today.
Yeah, there was a woman who she was talking to the younger girl who was the character. Alexa Vega, and she looks at her and she goes, "I remember when I was your age. I got my first."
This is actually the Zydrate song, but when I was your age, I got my first surgery, and a month later I was doing tricks, which she was a prostitute, so...
Yeah.
And you can go look up the music. It's a rock opera, and they're both really friggin' awesome. So that's my top 5, and we kind of got distracted a little bit, so there's Ferd.
So I will do this quick because we're like at 8 minutes. Okay, so
sorry.
Mine are not in any particular order either. Anything with John Cusack. I love John Cusack. He is by far my favorite actor. The Kill Bill series. I am a pretty big Quentin Tarantino fan. Whatever. So
the only 2 movies I like are Django Unchained and Pulp Fiction.
I love Pulp Fiction so much, so much. Which is actually really funny because my next one is one that he helped direct. He didn't quite directly direct it, but he helped with the movie. And I'm not a big fan of like horror slash
films.
slash films, or like gore or anything like that. But when I had my first apartment, we didn't have TV, so we had to watch videos all the time. And I came to like Hostel, which I don't feel proud saying that now out in public, that there's some sick part of me that finds that movie very entertaining.
I watch movies that are banned around the world, and I enjoy them. Cannibal Holocaust, not a movie I suggest. A Serbian film, which I can actually thank Drew for that.
No.
I didn't enjoy...
No, I didn't... Cut it off right there. Cut it off. No. She told me stories you don't want to know. So, another one. Happy fun times. So, another one is, you can't judge me because the next two are kids' movies. But I really, 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 really like How to Train Your Dragon.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's so good. I love it. Like, that was one of those movies that, like, made me want to have a dragon. That, it's such a deep feeling of, I want a dragon, like, right now. Like, that's how good it was. It was almost kind of like when I went to go see Pirates of the Caribbean 3, and when I came out, I was like, I want to be a pirate! Like, I actually felt like some sort of, like, emotional distress because I knew that I couldn't be a pirate.
I want to be a pirate. That'd be fun.
Yo ho. So, anyways, my number 5. I'll keep the story short behind this, but Pocahontas. So when I was pregnant with my son, I kind of had a little bit of a traumatic experience that I ended up having to leave the place that I was staying in and having to move back to my parents' house when I was 8 months pregnant. And from that time on, I couldn't sleep. So pretty much what I did was I found any movie that was on YouTube and would just play it all night, and I would have to fall asleep to that. And one of those movies was Pocahontas, so I kind of have a little bit of a soft spot for it because it was almost like I've seen it and heard it in my sleep so many times that it's ridiculous. That and Finding Nemo and Dumbo were like the 3 movies that I would watch pretty much to make myself go to sleep. And I couldn't like sleep in the dark either. I had to have the lights on, so I would have the lights on and then
still can't sleep in the dark.
Keep pressing. Yeah, I know. Every single time I sleep over, I'm just like, it's so bright.
Sorry, I can't sleep in the dark. So those are our top 5 favorite movies. We want to hear you guys tell us what your favorite movies are.
Tell us what's up. How do you feel about Quentin Tarantino?
So go check out those movies, guys, if you haven't seen them.
Bonus points for anyone who can give the Pulp Fiction say what speech.
Okay. So yeah, you guys should go check out those movies. You should tell us what you think. You should also
like, comment, share, subscribe all down below.
Alright guys, we love you. Thank you guys for your support, and we love you.